Hey guys, welcome back to another video. How is everybody doing? Today I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial video showing you guys how to complete the Ready Player 2 event for Dungeon Quest. So we're going to get right into it. Let's go. Alright, so basically to complete the Dungeon Quest Ready 2 event, you actually do have, I don't know what I just said. Alright, but so basically what I'm trying to say is basically to complete the event, there are a couple steps you have to complete in a specific sequence. So, yeah. So the very first step, you have to find 7 diamonds around the map. You have to do it in a certain order. They are color coordinated. So basically, well, not color coordinated. It's basically, for example, like you have to get like the red diamond first, then you get the yellow, and so on and so forth. But yeah, so there's a bunch of different colors you have to get. I'm gonna be showing you the first one, which is actually the red diamond. So you're gonna come past the Cellman or whoever he is, and you're gonna come past the advanced dummies. You're gonna follow this trail a little bit longer until you see this little picket fence on the left. And so you're gonna jump behind this tree. You're gonna come see this diamond, although you may notice it doesn't actually disappear when you pick it up. I'm not really sure why, although I do recommend walking through it like 2 or 3 times, like 1, 2, 3, just like that. So I do recommend walking through it just to make sure that it registers, just so the game's like, hey, this man walked through the diamond, you know, kind of thing. Because, I mean, sometimes it may not register, and then you can't complete the next day, and then you can't complete the next step, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. Alright, but so basically that is the first diamond. There are 6 more to go. I'm going to be showing you where the yellow diamond is, which is a little bit closer to spawn. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how to get the yellow diamond from here. So essentially what you're going to want to do, starting from spawn, you're going to want to come follow this little trail up all the way until you meet this lantern. And you're gonna go in between the red house and the blue house. Know that this is not like a perfectly exact path. It does not matter how you do it. You can do it 20 different ways. Basically, you're gonna come in between this wall and this tree, and you're gonna follow this wall until you see a hole in the wall. And so this is gonna be where the yellow diamond is. Like I said, I walked through it 1, 2, 3 times just to make sure it registered, and then go out one more time just to make sure it definitely registered. So that is the yellow diamond, and that is the second of the sequence. I'm gonna show you guys how to get the third one, which is the blue diamond, which is actually rather close to here. You can do it from spawn, but I'm not going to show that perspective. I'm going to show the perspective from the yellow diamond. So basically, once you get the yellow diamond, you're going to want to walk all the way over here until you can see this weird laboratory. And you're going to keep going forward until you see these 3 trees. You're going to follow them up this path, and you're going to go behind the next evergreen. And this is where the blue diamond is. Like I said, walk through it 1, 2, 3 times just to make sure. And so once you get that, that is the blue diamond, the third in the sequence. I'm gonna show you guys how to get the fourth real quick, which is the cyan diamond. Cyan, however you say it. It does not matter however you say it. You still get the diamond regardless. The game does not care how you say it. Alright, but yeah, so basically you're gonna run all the way back down here. Like I said, you can do this 20 different ways. Don't feel like there's a dedicated path, because some people have gotten confused over that, and I think there's like a path to something like that. But there actually is no path. So basically, once you get over to the Cellman, you're gonna wanna walk to this bridge, and you're gonna wanna go in the water, and you're gonna dive down into this little cave right here. I recommend going into first-person perspective. It is a little bit helpful. You don't have to worry about this water like imploding. So basically what you're gonna do, you're gonna walk up to the diamond. I recommend going through this one, like kind of swimming around it for like 5 seconds or so. Make sure you touch more time just to make sure. So that is the white diamond, the 5th of the sequence, and I'm gonna show you how to get the 6th, which is over by this giant chipped emerald door. I'm not really sure what that's for, but it's a pretty cool little looking door. So we're gonna head over there and show you guys what the purple diamond is. Alright guys, so once you manage to make it over to the chipped green emerald door, the green chipped emerald door, whatever it's called, you're gonna want to run to the right of it over to this little hill. and you're gonna see the purple diamond right in the corner right here, and you're gonna walk up to it a couple times just to make sure. And then after you do that, you're gonna go get the 7th diamond of the sequence, which is over hiding in the obby room. You do have to complete a pretty good portion of the obby. I'd say like 75 to 80% of it is how much you have to complete, but it's nothing bad. Or nothing much. Alright, but so basically you're gonna run back over near where spawn is. I'm gonna show it from the perspective from coming to the purple diamond. Okay, so basically you're gonna run over here, and obviously from spawn you would legit just walk through this little door. You're gonna follow this trail up to this little gem mine. You're gonna come up here and drop down, and then you're gonna come in this little mine, follow the lanterns. There's no more lanterns once you get in here. But so basically you're gonna come in here and you're gonna go do some of the obby. You don't have to do all of it. You just have to do a good little chunk. Like I said, probably 75 to 80% of it. Nothing fancy. The obby is not that difficult. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys how to do that real quick. So we are gonna jump up here. There's like a little like weird crystals. You know, like I said, I think this is like a abandoned crystal mine. I don't know why they'd be mining crystal. Maybe that's like a hint for something, but I'm not really sure. Okay, so basically you're gonna come up here. You're gonna grab all those, and so so I mean, like, sure, you complete the rest of the obby. You can get the one shard of the Excalibur rune. There should be a card up on the top right of the screen right now if you guys want to check out that video. So like I said, obviously be sure to check out that video if you're curious on getting that and how to do that and get all 5 of them that are available. But so back to the actual diamond parts. So basically what you're going to want to do, once you jump over the train track, it is a little bit of a jump. But so basically what you're going to do, you're going to walk into this door right here. There is no certain spot you have to walk in. You just walk right through the black part. And then you're going to walk through that diamond a few times, and you have received all 7 diamonds. And now, all you have to do, you just have to go complete step 2. What you have to get a 6-digit padlock code by looking at 5 lanterns. So basically, these lanterns will flash a code about every 30 seconds. The code will, not change. It'll just, like, for example, so basically the lanterns will start flashing, and then they'll stop for about 30 seconds, and then and so basically that same code will continue to repeat until you can figure it out. So basically, once you get out of that little mine, you're going to come up here, look for the lean down tree, you're going to come jump on this, and so it may take you a couple tries. Like, see how the lanterns are flashing right now. I'm going to wait for them to all stop so I can really pay attention to what they are. But yeah, so basically there is one lantern up there, there is one lantern right here, one lantern right here, one right there, and one right there. That one is not part of it because it's always on, but so basically you want to pay attention to how many times each one of these flash. So let's say, for example, 2 out of 5 of them flash. The first digit of your code is 2. So there's going to be 6 different flashing sequences, and that's your 6-digit code. So we're going to quickly do this. That was 4 of them, 5 of them, 4 of them, 1 of them, 1 of them, and 1 of them. So my code, theoretically, assuming I got that right, should be 454111. And like I said, I am going to sit here to double check that, because like I said, it may take you a few attempts just to make sure you got it right, because like I said, I run up to that door and like failed multiple times, and it can't take a while. Alright, yeah. 4, all 5, 4 of them, 1, 1. Alright, so that code is definitely correct. I ran it through twice just to make sure. Like I said, obviously if you have a great memory, which I tend to, it's just like, it's not easy to remember it sometimes. I mean, you know, like, kind of depends what numbers you get. I mean, mine was pretty easy because it was 4, 5, 4, 1, 1, 1, which was literally 3 ones in a row. It's not that difficult. You know, some of the codes will be, like, something crazy because basically each person does get a different code, so keep that in mind. So let's say my code, like I said, was a 4, 5, 4, 1, 1, 1. Your code could be something completely different and more likely or less will be. But so basically, once you get your unique code, I think it does change every time you reload into the lobby. So like, I think my first one started with like a 3 or something, and then the next one was like a 2 or something. Okay, so basically, long story short, once you type in this padlock code, once you click enter, if it turns red, that means you got it wrong, and if it turns green, it's gonna teleport you into a lobby. Okay, apparently that's not right. Alright guys, well since my last code was wrong, I had to go back and figure out which one was the right one. I was literally 1 number off. I didn't see the 5th lantern shine off. So basically my new code is 554111. That is my new 6-digit code. So basically all you gotta do, click enter. The code should turn green. Yeah, sorry, I just didn't see the 5th one, and I checked it twice, which makes no sense. But so basically, it's gonna teleport you into this lobby. There's gonna be like a lot of like computer looking things. There is this weird door, and there's a bunch of shadow things. But so basically, You have 10 minutes to complete the dungeon. You get 3 lives. If you fall into the void, you don't actually lose a life, to my knowledge. You only lose a life to the last boss, because there is only one boss in this. Or one mob, because basically it's energy barriers or just, like, to slow you down kind of thing. So all you want to do is just break these down as quickly as you can. You have to complete a fair amount of parkour. Like I said, this parkour isn't that bad, although in total with the obby, it is a fair amount of parkour to complete the event overall. So like I said, all you want to do, you just have to jump on this binary code, which is kind of weird. You have to, like, jump on code, but yeah. Honestly, it's really not that hard of an obby. You just have to go with your timing, and that's really about it. Like I said, sure, you can sit on here for 5 minutes if you really wanted to, but, you know, there'd be no point. So basically, you just have to time your jumps very well, or... Oh, yep, there we go. And I fell. So as I was trying to say before I died, try to time your jumps the best you can. Obviously, some people aren't as good as parkour as others, because like I said, for some reason I was able to do this a ton better on my very first try. I actually do recommend hitting the energy barrier a couple times if you're close enough to it while you're doing the parkour, like waiting for another one. So like, for example, I could hit it with my mage spell while I wait for this to come over, just to weaken it up a little bit. Because no. Yeah, no, I'm not great at this parkour overall, so I'll see you guys when I get over to the energy barrier. Alright guys, well I managed to get back over to the part that I was at before. So these are the little spinning things, and basically, in my opinion, these are the hardest because of all the time jumping for these. But once you get that done, you go destroy energy barrier 2. I think it does have slightly more health than the other one. I think the other one is 220, but I can't recall exactly. But so basically, once you destroy that, you'll immediately be spawned at the glitch boss. He only has 1,000 health, but you also have 150 health. He doesn't do a whole lot of damage, although I highly recommend not using your warrior ability against him, because he does the exact same thing that the steampunk boss does, where you have to hide behind the gears. So basically, I highly recommend staying very close to this and only using your close mage ability. I mean, sure, you can get a little bit closer to him. Yeah, say he does this thing, and so that does a fair amount of damage. I think it can one tap you depending where you are on it. Like if you're really close to him, it one taps, and if you're kind of close, it does like half health. But it's basically, like I said, just keep an eye out for where you are going. Like I said, you can use this spell, although you just kind of had to learn its pattern. So I mean, obviously the explosion of that sometimes can do damage, and I might die. Oh my god, that was awesome. It wasn't really a clutch, but you know, basically, once he gets down to 500 HP, he will put a shield up, defending himself, and he will slowly gain 60 HP per second, and that'll make a little bit more sense when it comes up. Alright, basically. Now he's mad at me, and he's gonna get this little crazy shield, and these things give him 30 health per, I think, 15 seconds. So basically, let's say you take out one, he then only regens 30 health per second, and once you take out the other one, he doesn't regen health. He only does this at 500 HP to my knowledge. He may do it at other increments, although I think you have to be fighting him a whole lot longer, like down to the 3-minute mark or something, but I'm not positive. But yeah, so basically, you want to destroy this as quickly as possible to prevent him to getting a ton of HP. I mean, you could leave him here for forever, but there'd be no point. Basically, so all you gotta do after you do that, he has a, he does have a certain pattern, although it is a little bit randomized after the 500. It's not exactly, but yeah, so basically, now he shouldn't put any of those energy force fields up, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. He shouldn't gain any more HP, although you do want to keep an eye out for these little mage spells, because they do a fair amount of damage. Alright, so we're going to go take out the rest of him. We have 6 minutes remaining. Took a little bit longer than I thought, but that's alright. So basically, you just really want to master the pattern and make sure you don't die, because you only get 3 hearts. And no falling in the void doesn't count, which is awesome, because I was like, oh no, I fell. But, yeah, no, you don't get a single heart taken when you fall. If you die, that's a different story. Ah! No. Just gonna... Oh, okay. That was really clean. Alright, there we go. He is dead now. There we go. Alright, so he explodes, and we win. Alright, so normally you would get the developer badge and the hat my avatar is currently wearing, but since I already did it on my main account, I didn't actually get anything. But yes, basically you're going to say mission completed. It's going to load you back into a public server, and it's got some pretty nice music to it. In the dungeon. But so guys, as usual, thank you so much for watching this tutorial video. If anybody does need help with it, you can just leave it in the comment section and say, hey, I need help. I can try the best to help you out, except since your code is different than mine, it's really, really hard to help people with that. Although at the same time, if somebody just needs help, like finding gyms or something, I'll gladly help them out with that. Although you can't actually have someone help you fight the boss, because it is a solo thing. I mean, like, basically, like, for example, if you and your friend go into it at the exact same time, you'll still be placing the separate matches, so just keep that in mind. But so yeah, guys, as usual, make sure you drop the video a like, maybe even consider subscribing, and it helps me out. It's free. Might as well consider it. I have tutorial videos, gaming content, and all that good stuff. So as usual, hope everybody has a great morning, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.